So nice to be hanging with Richie Sambora at 95.5 PLJ. My name is Race Taylor. Current bid is from Margot at $10,000.
Nice.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking about.
Hey, don't forget,
someplace.
we got 2 nights, man.
We have 2 nights. That's right. You want to go both nights?
Yes, we're going both nights.
We're going both nights, which is fantastic. So we will take our 2 highest bidders.
Yeah, we got to go both nights.
We've got some time still. We're hanging here till 10 o'clock or so, and right now the phone lines are open at 1-800-321-WPLJ. You mentioned the longevity of this band and the fact that 25 years in, you guys can still put something out that is not only fresh and contemporary sounding and people will embrace, but you seem to be having more fun on stage than you ever have.
You know what? This band is an anomaly. Without a doubt. We are in better shape than when we started out, you know what I mean? Instead of being a broken down building, we're a taller one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way it's going. We're having such a good time, and the music is just better than ever.
We were sent links from fans from some of the shows overseas, and I have to say, we saw a jukebox medley in there where I swear I saw a couple Stones covers, maybe Mercy.
Absolutely.
I know you guys have done Shout before. You know, are those things going to be in the set list for?
Yeah, man. You know what?
Days?
John calls them out. It's really impromptu. We get out there.
Really?
You know, after 25 years, we change the set every night. Play different songs every night. We pull out a couple songs out of the archive that are like the obscure stuff to play. Like last night in Boston for Wanted Dead or Alive, John just said, "Let's just me and you do it acoustic." So we just went out.
Wow.
And, we did it the way we wrote it. He goes, let's just, for your birthday, man, let's just do it the way we wrote it.
And that's today, by the way.
That's
Happy
today.
birthday, brother.
Thank you very, very much.
I believe we have a clip from when you called in earlier to tell us about your trip here to PLJ, and we were trying to focus on how many years old you are.
I'll be 23 years old.
Excellent.
Liar! I'm a liar!
You're looking good.
For 63.
Some stats on the Lost Highway Tour. 960,000 fans have come to see this. 3.5 million copies of the album have been sold. Has this exceeded expectations? When you put something out, are you thinking anything like
Guess
that?
what? Here's the real stats. 2 million fans have seen the shows.
Wow.
We did over 1 million in Europe, easy, because we did 24 stadiums and everything was 72,000, 65,000, all that kind of stuff, you know. Was number 1 in about 17 countries. Mm-hmm. This has become the biggest tour. I mean, it was an accident that caught fire. But last time we talked, I think it was like before the 10 shows or something like that.
Yes, it was. You called us right after sound check.
That's all we were going to do. We were just going to do those 10 shows. And
man,
that was going to be it, man. And then all of a sudden, people started calling the promoters and everything from across the world and said, "Hey, we'll take these dates. We'll take these dates." Next thing you know, we had 30 shows. Next thing we know, we had 40. Next thing you know, we're at 100. And that's where we are now. We're at 97.
And as you look at tomorrow's show and the 2 at Madison Square Garden, do you get sentimental that maybe this Lost Highway chapter is coming to a close, or are you looking for...
Absolutely. Yesterday, it was very, very sentimental. John looked around and said, "Hey, man, this is going to be one of the last times I'm going to be sweating up here and working my butt off and looking at all you people." It happened to be a stupendous crowd in Boston last night. They were just out of their minds. It was crazy, yeah. So it was a sentimental moment, and then it was my birthday on top of that, and then we did Wanted Dead or Alive acoustically, just together, just the way we started Unplugged.
When it was wrote in the basement.
That's what it was like. Yeah, we wrote that song in my mom's basement. Mom, if you're listening, we love you.
Yes. Yes, we do.
And we wrote that song in my mom's basement one afternoon, and we wanted to do it the same way we wrote it and the same way we started Unplugged, because we were credited for starting Unplugged on that MTV Awards.
Yes, you were.
That evening.
Yes, indeed you were. We're holding the auction. It's the Care for Kelly auction on 95.5 PLJ.
Come on, get your checkbooks out!
That's what we're looking for, because on the line, 4 premium seats for the shows with Bon Jovi at the Garden, 4 side stage access, 4 autographed Care for Kelly t-shirts, an autographed Bon Jovi guitar, and the meet and greet hang time with Richie backstage before the show. Our current bid is that $11,000? No, it's 10. My eyesight. $10,000. We have a bid right now. $10,000. Mark O'Brady from Bud Lake. Now, if $10,000, yes, is not quite where you are financially, you can send your contribution care of Woodbridge High School, 428 School Street, Woodbridge, New Jersey, 07095. And you can also purchase for $25 the Richie Sambora designed Care for Kelly tees at his website, richiesambora.com, careforkelly.com, or we'll have the link shortly at our site, plj.com. We're going to check some traffic, take care of some business, come back with more on the future, because after this tour is done, we have to know what's happening next.
Absolutely.
And we're going to do a little thing we do on our show called the world-famous Recycled Interview, because we're all about being green and recycling. So we have some interview questions to ask you that maybe weren't initially written for you. That's coming up with our hang and Richie Sambora on 95.5 PLJ. I know the phones are ringing here like crazy, including Aunt Loretta calling for you, Richie.
Okay, listen to me.
Yeah.
I want to wish you a happy birthday.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, Rich.
All right, honey.
Okay, I'm going to hang up.
Short and to the point.
I'm gonna hang up.
Aunt Loretta.
She knows we got business to do here, ladies.
Exactly. You know, ever since you guys were part of our 30th anniversary celebration, shortly after that, we were playing you and John wishing us happy 30th birthday. 2 weeks after that show, everyone who was turning 30 called and wanted to have a birthday greeting from you, so we've used you on the air.
That's fantastic.
And you have always wished everyone a happy birthday, and no matter what age they were always 30 years old. So for you today...
Hi, this is Richie Sambora wishing
Richie Sambora.
happy 30th birthday.
Nice.
Perfect. You're looking pretty good, and I believe
I'm
we have
sticking
something
at 30,
coming
man.
in
I'm
the door
sticking
right
at
now.
30.
There we go. It is a birthday cake.
Thank you, guys.
An actual birthday cake for the man of
And
honor.
23 on it, too. How flattering.
We took 7 years off
Hey,
because
I'm making a wish.
it's early. Make it.
I'll even tell you what it is, though.
Sure.
My wish is that we raise a lot of money for Kelly today.
We are well.
So all my fans, please, if you love me, you want to do me solid on my birthday, buy a T-shirt, make a pledge, and let's get that guitar package going. Come on.
While we cut the cake, how about another story?
What would you like?
It's My Life was a huge, huge song for you guys.
Yeah, man. We took a little break. John and I took a little break to make a couple of solo records. Mm-hmm. And It's My Life was written very, very, very quickly. John and I just kind of just pulled that one out. We just looked at each other and went, man, this is something that, we were writing about. It was time for us to do this again.
Right.
It was time for us to throw down, and it was now or never, and he tried to get, and he did it. He got that Frankie said he did it my way line. I was against it totally.
Really?
And now it's like my favorite line in the song. I made him like buy me dinner because of that.
How about it?
He's like, Frankie said I did it my way. I said, do we really want to say that? You know what I mean? And then, John was being a movie star at that point in time.
Okay.
And then he was definitely into Frank Sinatra mode, which is, pretty cool if you're into Frank Sinatra mode.
Do you guys find that when it comes
win.
time to fire up the machine again, that you're pretty much in sync? You guys both kind of know you've spent enough time together that maybe it's time to get the ball rolling?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all about, just me and him just got that magic kind of thing when we get together. We just understand it's like an unspoken language sometimes, and, we just kind of have a conversation. Usually, a great song really comes out of that.
It's amazing to witness it on stage, because we were there for the first night at the Prudential Center, we were there for the 7th night at the Prudential Center, we were there for the 10th night at the Prudential Center, and you could see how the band started out amazing, and yet over the course of 10 almost nights in a row, it just got tighter and tighter and tighter, and where for the first show, John would have to turn around and have eye contact, by the night 10, it was just like a fist in the air, and everybody knew what to do. We're going to get to the phones. 1-800-321-WPLJ. Current bid in our Care for Kelly auction, $12,500.
Keep going. Come on.
Let's raise it up. This is PLJ.